Since fire dim and burning glass, his day is marching on. Glory, glory, hallelujah. Glory, glory, hallelujah. Glory, glory, hallelujah. His truth is marching on.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. This is Thoughtful Rooster coming at you with a new episode and a new series, North and South mod for Total War Shogun 2. Check it out. It's awesome. So I know Shogun 2, it's about Japan, but as you can see up at the top right hand corner, modded. It's got a mod on it, which means that it adds units to the custom battle situation where you can fight on new maps that are included in the mod. Today we'll be fighting on the map called Spotsylvania. It's in Virginia. The battle, I think, is set in 1864, and I will be playing the Union, and I will be fighting the Confederacy, obviously. Now, let's go and take a look at this. I fought two battles the other day. One as the Union attacking and one as the Union defending. The first one, super bloody battle. It was bad. I like to think of myself as a good commander, but it was a bloody battle, just like the Civil War was a bloody war. So let's take a look at that battle replay. Now, I just want to stay calm. And when I came across this one, super excited. I've always wanted part of a Civil War reenactment physically. I wanted to as a kid, and I almost had the opportunity, but they needed a drum, and I didn't know how to play the drum, and I was not confident, so I just decided not to. But this is the next best thing. Fighting a battle as the Union in this game. And Total War is just such a great franchise, especially to play custom scenarios like this, to try to get it as historically accurate as possible. All right, and we are now in the game. Let's put this in slow motion so that we can do a short little unit comp. So right over here, we have some 12-pound Parrott guns. These guns, they're artillery, obviously, as you can see right over here. They are artillery. We have 1, 2, 3, 4 guns. These guns right here, they function as normal artillery, but then you can switch over to canister shot, which basically makes this gun act like a giant shotgun. It's good for warding off cavalry charges and incoming enemy infantry. Let's see. Oh yeah, they chopped down some trees over here to make these huge spikes to ward off against cavalry charges. And we have right in front, we have some volunteer infantry regiment from the east. That's just like that all the way down to the bottom. And look at this flag, guys, this accurate American flag that is accurate to the timeline. So it's the circle with the stars in the middle and the stars on the outsides. Super wonderful, and look how it moves. It's not just static, it actually moves, and it'll move when they march as well, which is great. Over here we have some Carbine Cavalry. So this unit right here acts just like the units in Napoleon, like the Dragoons. They can charge up to wherever they are needed on the battlefield, dismount from their horses, and basically act as a normal rifle unit. Now this is a skirmish company. Skirmish basically just means that they will shoot at the enemy infantry, and then when the infantry starts to advance upon them, they will run, stop, shoot, run, stop, shoot, so that they minimize their casualties. It's a small unit, good for skirmishing, because it's harder to hit them. We have some infantry from the west, so we have infantry from both the east and the west United States. It's a big line of state militia right over here. Different uniforms, so it doesn't say what state they're from, and you can't really tell, so it's just state militia. Oh, we're in Virginia, so this is Virginia State Militia. We have some Burden's sharpshooters right over here. I love that they're in a different colored uniform. Look at that, it looks like a forest green uniform. I wonder if this is an Irish regiment because they're in green. Because there's a Civil War song called "The Boys in Green," and it's about Irish soldiers in the Civil War. Right over here, we have our general and his bodyguard. Look at that. He's got the cavalry bugle on his hat, and he has a saber at his side. No pistol, just a saber. I'm not seeing a pistol anywhere on him, so this is just a saber cavalry unit, basically. Over here, we have, if we can get it back, we have Russia's Lancers. This is a spear unit on horse, good for attacking enemy infantry and counter-attacking enemy cavalry, but they're not good for staying in the fight. When you charge them in, you gotta charge them out, otherwise they're not gonna be very good. And then we got some more Carbine Cavalry over here. Now to finish off my army comp, we got some more regiment of the state militia, and then we got iron. Oh yeah, so we'll take a look at that in just a second. Some 6-pound field artillery over here. Only difference between the Parrott guns and the 6-pound artillery is that the 6-pound cannot do canister shot. So let's take a look at these units. A unique unit called the 14th of Brooklyn. You can only get 1 unit of this per army in the custom scenarios. So right over here, they're wearing red and blue, as you can see, very interesting uniform. Over here we have the Iron Brigade. You can get more than one of the Iron Brigade, but they cost a lot. A lot. They're a very expensive unit, but they're good morale. We have state militia, and then we have volunteer infantry. And that is pretty much it for my army, guys. We are going to go over what I'm doing. I'm breaking off my forces. I'm trying to flank them on the right over here, so I'm going to be pushing up my forces and going somewhere over here in this tree, grouping. I'm going to be pushing forward over here and pushing forward over here. And as you can see, I'm already starting to move my cavalry to the left flank so that I can kind of take them by surprise. Now, while my units are marching up, we don't want to just bore everybody with marching units, although we will try to get some shots of the units marching. We're going to do a quick army comp of the Confederacy. They have some cavalry. They have Mosby's Rangers, which is a saber unit, Carbine Cavalry, some sharpshooters, a skirmish company. They have the 6-pound foot artillery, infantry regiments. So this is basically their heart of their army, just like it's the heart of mine. They have their general right back over here. Let's see if we can't spot him. He's right there. He's the one wearing the rimmed hat. I like how of course, they changed the uniform, but they also changed the hat. And it makes the units look very distinct. Unlike in Shogun Total War, the generals will generally look the same. They've really taken into consideration detail, and that I love that. That's the best. Over here we have a specialized unit, the Mainland Zalvos. I think that's how you say that. A good unit, very good unit. And then some more infantry, and a very interesting one. It's my favorite from the Confederates. It is the Louisiana Tigers. Look at these guys. They look like swashbuckling pirates with those pants. Also a very good unit. You can only have 1 unit per army of the Louisiana Tigers. And then over here they just have some more artillery, some more infantry units. And that's pretty much it for the army comps, guys. Let's get some shots of these guys marching. Let's put it on play so that we can go actual speed. Let's see. Nice. Oh, look at that. We got a nice artillery shot. Oh, are any of these guys going to get up or they're just done? Oh, look, these guys got up. They didn't take the brunt of it. Just these guys. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of the Iron Brigade have already lost their life. We are getting some good artillery fire over here. Not good for us, but good for this video, certainly. Oh, we lost some of the 14th. Let me see, most of them are going to get up. We lost only 3 of the 14th, but every man that we lose is going to be a devastating loss for us. Imagine being a soldier in this time and just casually marching towards your enemy while you're being bombarded with steel balls shot out of a steel cone. I mean, we romanticize the Civil War a lot, and I certainly do, but thinking about it realistically, I mean, this is just a game simulation. Thinking about it realistically, it must have been absolutely terrifying. And it saddens my heart, really, that the United States at one point had enough civil strife that we decided to go to war against our own people and kill our own brothers and sisters, basically. So it's basically just going to be a slow march over here all the way up to that fence. So let's take a look at what we're doing over here. We got some infantry, some state militia marching forward. Let's go down the lines and see what that looks like. We got some of our infantry, some infantry regiment, volunteer infantry regiment, pushing up over here. Sorry guys, I got a little bit of the hiccups right now. And slowly but surely we are pushing up on this right flank. So far, unopposed. I don't know if that's smart of the Confederate Army or whether they should be pushing on this right flank even more, or at least positioning their people. I mean, they have some Parrott guns on the right, but 4 Parrott guns are not going to do very well against all of this entire mass of troops. It's just not smart. All right, so let's see if our artillery is doing any damage. Oh, we got a nice movement, repositioning of the Confederates. Here they come. And they're just charging the horses right through those people. All right, it is a game, so that's forgivable. Look at the hats on these guys. That's the state militia for the Confederates. They're moving up some Carbine Cavalry over here, and our cavalry on this side slowly working its way up. Not too rushed. We don't really want them to take notice of us. We are not a threat to them as of now. That will change. And we're almost to this fence, guys. Once we get to this fence, all hell is going to break loose, and we're going to have a battle on our hands. So I kind of have like a little crossfire action going on over here. I'm pushing forward these units to this fence. Let's take a look at this fence right here. Let's take a look at this fence right over here. Now this fence doesn't look like much, but it's going to help my units out a lot. I know it's got gaps over here, but the more cover that your men have, the better. The less people that you're going to lose. And in this battle, as you can see up on the top right-hand corner, we are going to need every man that we can spare because it is balanced. It is a balanced battlefield. It can go either way. Oh, we're getting some fire. Where are we getting that fire? Right over here. We have some volunteer infantry from the west are firing upon the 6-foot field artillery, and that's pretty much it. That's all that they're firing on. They got the Parrott guns and the artillery that they're firing on. And it looks like we got something over here. Let's see what is over here. Oh, but they're way too far. Yeah, they're just shooting at the guns. That's all right. They're not marching up their men over. Oh yeah, there they go. They're marching their men over the hill. See, these guys were relatively safe while they were over the hill because you can't see them, so the bullets can't go through the hill. That's good for these guys. So we are going to get the drop on them. Finally getting some shots off. I love the smoke from the guns. It just kind of creates this, as they talk about the fog of war. It really creates this fog. As you can see, it's pushing across the battlefield. It doesn't just dissipate and go away. It actually pushes across the battlefield, and it affects visibility. All right, we got some volunteer infantry from the west who are losing in their combat against the infantry from the west on the Union side. Let's see. Oh, that guy. Rip that guy. So sorry, dude. But as you can see, we got some good fire coming on over here. I want to just take a moment to point out how awesome that looks. Look at that. Oh my gosh, we lost another one. And they're broken. They're broken. They're running away. They're done. It looks like we got my cavalry. We missed that cavalry charge. My cavalry fighting it out with the Confederates, making them rout. We've broken them. We are shaken, though. We need to get our cavalry out of there as soon as possible. But we're trying to silence this cavalry as quickly as we possibly can, so that they will do less damage to us. I would rather my cavalry unit sustain damage than my main force. So let's see here. That's good. At least they're not taking major fire from these guys because they're on a higher elevation. Let's take a look at how things are going over here, because relatively we're finally getting some engagement over here, just with the Parrott guns though. I really don't think that they've pushed up any units to this side yet. I have my Carbine Cavalry just waiting over here. Oh yeah. No, just their foot artillery. So not a lot going on over here yet. Oh, and they charged in their cavalry, Mosby's Rangers, and they're just absolutely decimating my state militia of Virginia. They will be breaking and running off, but these sharpshooters are going to make pretty short work of this cavalry unit, and we dropped a lot of them. Look at how many horses we dropped. Oh my goodness, look at this cluster. I wonder if it was this bad in the actual Civil War. Just completely unorganized. Oh, look at this guy right here. Oh, he's in such agony. Look at that. Oh yeah, so that's the state militia, and then we have the Louisiana Tigers and the Mainland Zovea. Oh my gosh, just hearing that's a deafening sound of guns. All the horses that are, oh, that's so sad. All right. We are doing some pretty good damage to the Confederates on this side, and they will be breaking very soon. They're shaken. We're doing pretty well on this line. Oh man, the 14th of Brooklyn has lost a lot of people. Lost a lot of people from 150 to 88. Iron Brigade from 150 to 81. No, we're doing pretty good over here with the state militia, and we're doing pretty good over here. But it looks like we've completely broken on this side. We had a mass rout, so the general's bodyguard is making his way over here to reinforce these troops and give them good morale. We need to watch this, because we are getting flanked on this side pretty bad by just this one unit. We're going to have to watch that. This Carbine Cavalry. Okay, so let's watch this charge. This is a Parrott gun, so this is a shotgun, but apparently I was micromanaging too much in the battle, and I did not switch to canister shot. It was too late, and my Parrott guns just got absolutely destroyed by this cavalry unit. And they will take out almost all of these artillery units, but as you can see, if you look at the top right-hand corner, we're winning right now without using our cavalry, our artillery too much. I think I break off these units right here to take care of these guys, because that would be the smart thing to do. But we broke these guys. Look at this. They are done. They have had enough for today. They are on the retreat, and it looks like they've moved up some infantry on this side to kind of fight to the death. Oh no, they're running too. They are done. The state militia, just leaving the state militia completely behind. I'm surprised that this artillery unit has lasted so long under so much fire. Unbelievable. Do you hear all of the bugles? Wow. Let's get some view over here of my Union troops just completely decimating. Let's see, did we finally maneuver? Yes, we did. We maneuvered our men around to finish them off, and we've marched up our 14th Brooklyn Iron Brigade and State Militia, and I think we are very close to the end of the battle here. They're going to try to move up these people, but we are going to charge them and instill the fear of the Union in them. They're holding on. Just a solitary unit of volunteer infantry. They're holding on for dear life. They've lost not that many people, actually. They haven't lost that many, which is surprising. We got some sharpshooters pushing up. See if we can get off a volley with the sharpshooters. But they're basically just taking fire from these two units over here. Slowly just enforcing my pincer maneuver. Look at the fog of war. Look at that. Oh, and here we go. Here's the charge. Listen to that fife and drum. That is the fife and drum of victory. And here we go. They are going to be breaking. As soon as these guys break, we win. Come on, break. Break. So as you can hear, one of the things with this mod is that the voice for the advisor is still Japanese, because it is a game that's focused on Japan. And look at that, close victory. I heard that there was a patch for this mod that you can install that changes the voice to an American voice, which would be more efficient of me to do, but I didn't download it because I didn't feel like I had the time to do it. I wanted to just jump in and experience it because I was so excited. Let's look at the statistics of the battle. How well we did, how bad we did, how many people. All right, looking at the statistics here, just the general overview, we deployed 2,418 units and we lost 871, which is bad. In my opinion, that's bad. I don't know what I could have done better to make sure that I didn't lose that many people. I mean, I've watched that replay twice now. Just trying to figure out what I could have done better. But hey, we were evenly matched. It was a hard battle to fight. But we ended up taking out about 1,267 of them. They marched out 2,658, which is just a little over 200 more units than we did, and they lost 1,352, which is much worse than how I did. So I guess comparing the two, I did a lot better, obviously. So that was the first battle. Let's go into the second battle. Let me see, we got to go back into replays, and it's right here, Civil War Battle Union Defense. Let's do it, guys. All right, ladies and gentlemen, here we are in the second replay. This time we are defending. Let me just put that on slow motion so that we don't really need to do a unit comp on this one. It's generally the same force that we fielded before. It's just there's a little less units on my side, and there's just a little less units. We're more evenly matched in this one, comparing unit size. But I just want to go over how I have my units positioned. We have them positioned on these ramparts over here. So generally the same units as before. We have our parrot guns behind the walls over here, ready to fire down artillery. And we have our units just behind all of these walls, even over here, all along this line. And there's one unit that I didn't know you could get, so I included it in this battle. It's the Colored Infantry Regiment. Now in this battle, I only have one unit of these guys, or maybe I have 2 units. Let me see. That is, yeah, that's one unit of the Colored Infantry unit. This is a good unit. It's a really good unit. They suffered the least amount of casualties in this battle. Let me see, right over here we have our artillery and our artillery. We have our cavalry over here on the left flank, just in case they want to get cheeky and attack us from that side. This is going to come in handy because it's going to force their cavalry to go around instead of just charging straight up in front of us. And as you can see, we just have it's all around good defense, I think. So let's actually go into fast forward so that we can get them to actually put their units in the formation that they're going to attack in, and then we will, kind of see what they look like. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back. They've started to move up their people. And let's just get a shot right over here of them pushing. Oh my goodness, another artillery. Oh my gosh, that was a good one. Let's just watch our artillery demolish them. This is not going to be a good day for them. Trust me, I've watched this battle replay at least once. So I know that they do not do well. And I put the AI on hard for this one. So I was thinking I was going to have a tougher battle, but apparently the fortifications are just they're just too intense for the AI to handle. Oh my gosh. Did I tell you this was a good unit, or did I tell you this was a good unit? They only lost 1, and the artillery hit like 5 of them. They only lost 1 person pushing up, and I want to show you something that I am really impressed with. In this Total War game, not just this mod, but Total War overall, the units don't just walk through the environment, they walk around it, or they walk over it. So watch this as the units come up. They hop over the fence. It's intense. I don't know why that impresses me so much. It really shouldn't impress me that much, but God, I love that they put that detail in there. Thank you so much for doing that. That's awesome. Except over here, I think when they're marching along the fence, we've got some people constantly jumping over the fence. So that's good. That's good. Oh, see, look, this guy, he he missed the animation. So we got something going on over here. Oh yeah, that's right. They were pushing forward some units through the trees over here. They got, let's just take a look. They got some sharpshooters pushing up. And I think behind them they have some cavalry units. I did not know that at the time because the tree line hides units if they're not running, if they're just marching like regular. You can't see them. So we finally got some fire going on over here, guys. Some pretty easy stuff. So I charged my lancers in, and that's when I realized the cavalry was there, and I was going to have to charge in my Carbine Cavalry so that I could save this flank. This flank is not in danger of falling, so we're not going to give too much attention to that. I just wanted to get that charge in there. Looks like we had some Confederate sharpshooters try and push up on this flank, and it looks like they're not doing too well. This flank, also not in danger of falling. We're not going to spend too much time looking at it. We ended up losing one of our artillery. Looks like the enemy artillery just took it out. That's all right. We have 3 guns left on this side. And we did not unlimber. Ah, that's why they never fired. We didn't unlimber them. Oh, man. Whatever. Let's take a look at what's going on over here. First, from the position of the Union. So as the fog of war slowly drifts away, we start to get a view. Oh, we have a cavalry charge over here. Let's see how. Let's see. Oh, and it's Mosby's Rangers. Let's see how quickly they fall. Go, go, go. Oh my gosh. Decimation. Decimation. Sorry guys, getting a little framey over here, but there's just so many units, and I have my graphics on ultra. So, look at this. Go, go, go. Take them down. Oh, and they ran away before they even got close enough to charge. I should try this battle as the Confederacy, charging on this location, because I want to see how difficult it is. I want to know how difficult it is to take this hill. It should not be that difficult to take this hill. All right, let's get from the Confederates' perspective. Oh, this is just a cluster over here, an absolute cluster, and they're retreating. That was not good for them. You see, it would almost have been better for them to charge. It would almost have just been better for them just to charge, because when you're running away, you're still getting shot. Might as well charge in and take out as many as you could possibly. Why are they marching up their artillery? What are they doing? The one time before that I've watched this video, I did not see this. They marched up their artillery? For what purpose? For what purpose did they march up their artillery? It's just going to get decimated. Alright, we still got some units over here. The Louisiana Tigers trying their darndest. If he thinks that shooting that pistol is going to hit anybody over there, he's sorely mistaken. I don't know what's going through his little AI head. But they still got some units. It looks like they were running away, and then they decided to come back to the fight. My defense is just too good. We're too well equipped. We're too well positioned. And this battle is basically over, guys. This was a quick one, a really quick one. Let's just go up high and get a look at that battlefield. Wow, I wouldn't want to be a Confederate soldier for far more reasons than just, like, let's say 5. Far more reasons than 5 but I would not want to be a Confederate soldier in this situation right here. This is a suicide mission with no intent. There was no intent for this. They just marched. They just marched to their deaths, basically. And the Louisiana Tigers break. Let us get a shot of how much damage we ended up doing to the Confederacy. Look at all of these dead people. I mean, it's not as much as the last one, but still, that's a lot of people. All right, and that was basically it for both battles. This was a really easy battle. I thought. All right, and let's again look at the statistics. So I brought about 200, about 150 less than the last battle, but I lost only 146. Now that's what I call a win. That's what I call a defense. I mean, casualties in general are bad. You don't want casualties, but as minimal as you can make your casualties, that's what you want. You do not want a lot of casualties. I ended up taking out about 1,203, about 1,200 of them, 1,200 and change, but they are the ones that really felt the devastation there. Not as much as the last battle, I don't think. I can't really remember. But yeah, still a lot. And they only took out about 119 of us. So, I mean, overall, that's a win. That's a win for me. So, thank you so much for joining me in my first look at this North and South mod. Really enjoyed it. If any of you want to play this, if any of you have Steam and want to play Total War Shogun 2, download it. I promise you, you will not be disappointed. It's a great game, wonderful gameplay. Obviously, you can get mods for this in the Steam Workshop. It reskins some of the mods, it adds some units sometimes, makes things harder, makes things easier. But this North and South mod, 100%, A+. Mwah! Spicy meatball. Wonderful. Thank you so much. This is Thoughtful Rooster coming at you with another video. If you like this video, please hit that like button like you've never hit anything before in your life, and subscribe. If you have anybody who likes videos like this, please send them my way. I'll take them gladly. Have a great day.